Welcome everyone, my name is Echo, and today in this video we are going to be re-reviewing the Biomes add-on. This was formerly known as the Biomes plus Realism. Now, due to copyright reasons, they've had to rename this add-on. The VFX and the realism aspect of this add-on is no longer a thing. We did check this out around about 2 months ago, and it was priced a little bit higher. The previous price of this add-on was 1,340 Minecoins. Now it is 1,170. That is still quite pricey. Is it still going to be worth the price tag? That's what we're going to find out in today's video. The creators did post a changelog on their Discord, which we will check out, outlining although the VFX side of this add-on was removed, they did implement more biomes, including cave-related biomes. This was the announcement via their Discord. We are thrilled to share some amazing news. Our Biomes add-on is back on the Minecraft marketplace. Sadly, we weren't able to keep the visual effects, meaning the add-on will no longer include VFX. On a brighter note, we have prepared some amazing updates. We've rolled out massive optimization improvements, we've squashed numerous bugs and implemented many quality of life improvements. World generation is much larger, featuring new biomes. The add-on can now be enjoyed at maximum render distance. We've added new mobs to both the overworld and the end. We've added compatibility with other add-ons, and finally, we've lowered the price. Just to correct myself, there isn't currently any underground caves, but these are going to be planned in the next updates: Sandstone Cave, Icy Cave, and Magical Cave, and they're looking for community feedback. They also went ahead and fixed a bunch of bugs. So yes, the update is now available. The add-on has changed names. So with it now costing 1,170 Minecoins, that is £5.79, this add-on is roughly $7. Like I said, is it still going to be worth that price tag? So the description has outlined that this now has more than 13 different biomes. It has even more custom wood sets, animals, mobs, and more. Apparently that being volcanic forest, maple forest, ginkgo forest, baobab forest, redwood forest, magnolia, snowy pine, icy forest, wisteria, purple end forest, yellow, willow swamp, plus a whole range of new mobs. The latest update for this add-on is 31 megabytes. A few things I'd like to mention before we get into this is we will start by checking this out in survival, since it's a very survival-oriented kind of add-on. Now, the creators did also release a light version. Unfortunately, it's not on the Minecraft marketplace, but it can be downloaded on websites such as mcpedl.com. I'll leave the link down below in case you guys just want to check it out before you purchase it. So once you do have this installed in a newer pre-existing world, and if you are checking this out in a pre-existing world, this will only apply to your newly generated chunks, and it should not affect the previous ones where you have built. So you will be given the settings toggle where you can go ahead and have the fog on or off, and you can see in real time as this does get applied, as you can see there. I'm going to leave it on because, again, I think it offers the ambient experience. And as you may notice, in the background, we do have some ambient sounds. So this is going to be related to the sounds. If we turn these off or down, for example, obviously, depending on what you want to mess with, master volume is going to turn them all off. Or you can have beach, cave, desert, flower, forest, forest night, etc. You can tweak these to your own satisfaction. Me personally, I like to have them on. And there is some language settings in case you're in a different location than me. English, French, Portuguese, Spanish, and German. So before we burn all of our daylights, let's just place down this guidebook. So obviously we have the introduction, the trees, the animals, the items, ores, armor, and tools, and obviously the sounds and the dynamic. I don't think this guidebook tells you too much, and honestly, the best way to do this is to get out there and explore. But we do have coconut trees, ginkgo, wisteria, maple, magnolia, baobab, snowy, yellow, purple, orange, redwood, willow, and more. Don't forget, this does also apply to the nether and the end dimensions, if I remember correctly. There is a bunch of armor and stuff that you're able to get, including custom torches. Let's see if the jar actually works in this version. So lucky enough for us, we do have a pretty decent starter chest here. Now, one thing I cannot remember is if this does have a whole entire wood family here. We'll go ahead and chop these down. Now, this one right here, if I remember correctly, is linked to maple. If we type this in here, I'm pretty sure there is something special we can do with it. Also, I really like these. You can convert them. So we'll start by making ourselves... Can you make crafting tables with these? You can. That's a good start. Place this down. Can we make... Hold on, we're going to have to put them inside of there. Can we make the stairs? We can. Slabs? Yes. Doors? Yes. Okay, so a lot of content we've checked out in the past doesn't include that. So I think that's pretty cool. I'll check out a bunch of the wood sets as we go along. But we'll also check them out in creative as well. But I'm just glad that those have also been applied. One of the things I requested from the creators last time was giving players the ability to kind of convert these into dyes. That has now been applied. So I'm grateful that they have taken a bunch of feedback on boards. There's not really anything you could convert the grass into, but we'll try and find a bunch of these custom flowers here and see if this also applies. So yeah, that's a good change. Quality of life for me is a oh, is that a squirrel? Quality of life for me is always very oh, it climbs up trees. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I like that. I like that. I like when they obviously interact with the regular terrain. So this one right here is going to be a daisy. Can this one also be converted? Yes, it can. So other ways to obviously obtain different types of dyes. I think I like these a lot though. Does this have anything special with it? Fallen over maple log. Doesn't have anything exciting with it. This one, don't need this, is yellow. So obviously yellow dye. So yeah, it looks like any of these special plants that you manage to find on your adventures can also now be interactable and converted into dye. I love these stumps. I found a bunch of these just on my journey. This is a healing plant. Oh. Yo, did I get that from this? Or did we find it in here? Well, yeah, anyway, I found a bunch of these on my journey. I was like, these are actually pretty cool. I think people who like to decorate and build are definitely going to enjoy that. And one more thing I do want to say is, yes, we do have these custom biomes, but your regular vanilla Minecraft ones are still also going to exist. So these biomes are going to pre-exist together. I want to see what that one is. I do remember a large proportion of these when we first checked it out, though. I just realized in this kind of biome, it feels a little bit more foggy. Seems a lot darker. Now, I placed down my crafting table and gathered myself a net because I remember correctly in this biome you can find butterflies, and one of the issues I had previously is we couldn't... Oh, there's one. We couldn't put him in there. Ah, we caught one. So I'm guessing, is it combined this way? I actually figured out how to catch them. Not only catch them, but also put them inside of a jar. Okay, so for this to work... Oh, we got mobs chasing me. You have to place this down, grab yourself something like the Firefly, and tap on it. Now, unfortunately, this does not light up, and they're not moving inside of there, which is a little bit of a shame. But you can collect them at least. I did that by mistake. We got a couple more Fireflies around there. So yeah, it's not a recipe that you have to do. You just have to place down the jars on the floor. Sorry, yes. And then place this inside. Oh, that's so much better. It's a shame that they don't light up, though, and they don't move inside. But at least it is actually working this time. Are they jellyfish? Hold on, can we catch these? Can I? Oh, I'm gonna drown. I'm gonna drown. Bro, look how many jellyfish there are. There's a lot of them. I mean, I don't know if they drop anything special. I don't think... Oh, they do. Okay. Is that glowing? I mean, they're not actually glowing. It would be pretty cool if they could glow, though. Oh, that's a recipe for disaster right there. I'm having a really tough time right now. This nighttime has not been friendly to me. If I remember correctly, you can make dynamic torches, which can go in the offhand. Obviously, are going to make exploring and caving so much better. I do love the fog. It does look pretty clean. But if I remember correctly, I think we might need sticks, coal, and maybe a pre-existing torch for this. So we'll figure this out. We'll grab a couple of pieces of this. How much is there? Okay, that should be plenty. We'll place down my crafting table. we will make ourselves... How do we make the torch? So do we have to make a pre-existing torch to get this one? No, we need to get essence. Okay, so I need to figure out how on earth to obtain that first. It's starting to come back to me. In order for me to get the essence to make those special torches, I have to kill fireflies, which I know is incredibly mean. There's also a guy with a trident over there, but that's how you get your special essence. There's another one. I think I'm only going to need one, though, so I wouldn't have to kill myself another firefly. But yes, as daytime is upon us, let's make ourselves the actual torch that we need. So in order to make this torch, that's the recipe. And this can then go in the offhand. Scaring me. Okay, yeah, okay. So hopefully the dynamic light works a little bit better this time because because last time it was a little bit bugged. If I remember correctly, we found some coconuts. Hold on, can I like break these down? Are any building blocks? I guess we'll go with some of these. 1, 2. This is a starfish. How did we do it last time? They break off. Do you throw these? Don't throw them. They get converted into this. I'm going to need these just in case. And I don't think these do anything either. I think these might well just be visual. Be pretty cool if they made like a sound like the horn. All right, let's take this. I want to check the full wood set of this. This is obviously going to be the coconut trees. I'm going to chop down a whole bunch because I want to know the full wood set. So you can make a boat. You can make, obviously, the stairs. You can make the slabs. Coconut button is also a thing, but it's friggin' huge. Trapdoors, fences, and fence gates, and even pressure plates. So I give credit to the creators here because a lot of add-ons typically miss a full wood set. And the fact that, I mean, I can't push it in, though. It doesn't work. Oh, okay. I think it just says for visual only, right? Does not emit redstone. I wonder why. There's the trapdoor. There's your fences with a fence gate and also visual as well. That's a shame. I wonder why there's a limitation with that. But besides that, at least they went a little bit above and beyond and actually decided to make some functional woods. I just realized we now have fallen leaves as well. I don't know if these are new or not. That's a ginkgo sapling, which you can get from the fallen leaves. That's pretty nice. I absolutely love the biomes in this. It also looks like they have fixed some of the chunk issues where some of the trees were kind of cut in half. But I want to try and find a different type of biome because what we found so far seems to be a lot of copy and paste. I didn't have to go too far here. We did find a different set of woods. This one going to be the magnolia. Oh, I like that. It's the stumps. I think I absolutely love the stumps. And this is purple hydrangeas. I'm guessing purple dye, right? Yes. That's great to see. So all, if not a lot of the issues we did report in the previous version have been fixed. I'm curious, though. Does this produce oranges? As of right now, it does not. But what is this one? This is orange wood. Hold on. I got to see what this looks like then in actual block form. And also, one other question. Can you convert these two? You can into them. They can be converted into this. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. I also want to see what the breaking time is like with your hands versus this. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be much better there. Let's try / give @p a diamond _ axe. And then I'm going to do / enchant @p and we'll do efficiency 5. Yeah, so this is the limitation that has plagued so many add-ons that people really don't like is obviously your current enchantments don't seem to make much of a difference. So I wonder if they have a custom axe that could also cut them down a little bit faster. But, I mean, don't get me wrong. These instantly chop. It just seems to be the wood families that do not seem to work. Also, / give @p shears. I would like to see if we can chop down... Oh, I love the healing plants. It's such a good idea. I also wanted to see if we can chop down the leaves and possibly take these away with us. Yes, you can. If decoration is more your thing and you wanted to take these home with you, yes, you can. Haven't found too many mobs, but we did manage to find ourselves a deer on this occasion. Do they drop... Okay, so no audio from the deer, unfortunately. It does drop leather. I'm not sure if it drops any kind of food. Now, this is what we are talking about. We found a cold location. I've just seen a mob over there. It's penguins. Hey, hold on. I got some raw fish. Do you take these? He does. I've always wanted penguins in Minecraft. And you know what, right? When they introduced the iceberg biome, the fact they never introduced them in here really makes me sad. Now, oh, there's a baby. There's even a baby one. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to make my way over to see this little baby. I got to see him. Look how cute he is. I don't got any fish for you, little guy. But I did go ahead and turn the settings off just so I could find a couple of the biomes. So I kind of want to... There you go. You do get the sense of you're in like a cold destination. So the add-on has massively and significantly improved. So this... What wood type is this one going to be? So this one is going to be... Oh, pine. Okay. I think we did check out a large quantity of these last time anyway. But I don't want to go through all of the wood sets. We'll check that out in creative. My main journey right now is to find a whole bunch of these biomes. So next to it, this... Oh, yo, look at the color of this. So this one is icy snow log. And this is just the regular one. Yo, this is cool. I got to check out the family of wood with this one. I wonder if you get saplings from that then. Is that a sapling? Can you get sap? Yeah, you can. You can, right? Oh, it's a branch. It's just a fallen branch. We'll place this down on the ground. We'll make stairs, slabs, doors. Let's have a little peek of these bad boys. 1, 2, and 3. Can you... Wait, did they act like regular stairs then? I mean, that didn't. Maybe because of this? What the... What the? Why does it sound like ice? Oh, is that the door gonna be the same? Dude, that... I mean, I know it's an... I know... What? I know we're in like a cold location, but... That sounds bizarre. This looks incredible. Apart from all of the floating snow, that is clearly an issue. The reason why this happens is because these act like blocks. And they don't generate properly and overlap the pre-existing stuff. So that is certainly a bug they're going to have to look into. What's this then? This is going to be white flower. Should create white dye. We found a family of penguins. Oh, we actually found a village generate here too. Yo, the backdrop of this looks absolutely stunning. I don't know how many biomes we found so far versus we haven't found. But I will continue to do a whole bunch more exploring. I gave myself an elytra just to kind of get a view of what this looks like from above. And I have to admit, look at the size and the scale of this biome. So I'm glad some are on a smaller scale, but others can be on a huge scale. One thing I would like to point out, by the way, if you do find the fallen logs like this and you pick them up and put them inside of here, you can actually make smaller versions, which, again, are pure and simply decoration. But I think smaller... things like that make the big difference between a good or a bad add-on. So a lot of the attention to detail seems to be within this latest version. There's still a lot of mobs I have not seen, but there's also a volcanic biome I would like to find. Oh my days. Look at this for generation. Is that a different tree we have not discovered? Let's check. I have Silk Touch on this now. That's the wisteria. So yeah, obviously it's going to be a wisteria tree. So I'm guessing with these as well. I take them and put them inside of here. We can also make them. And obviously these, it's like a lighter kind of wood. Would be converted into regular planks. Okay, so a lot of different wood variations with this one. But like I said, guys, we've seen a lot of the biomes. Things that I'm not seeing quite frequently is the mobs. That's some incredible terrain, though. I found a willow biome. Kind of located in the swamp areas. This... I kind of like that. Proper lily pads with flowers on top. Willow log. So if we were to silk touch this, it provides sandy mud. And then, are these fallen leaves? Fallen willow leaves. They're pretty nice biomes. There's another biome we have not adventured into. So yeah, a lot of... Oh! Oh, my good friend, the capybara. Hey, what's this? French? Hey, how you doing? I absolutely love the capybara. They look at you in disgust every single time like, yo, what's up, bro? They're so cute. I have no idea. I genuinely can't remember how to tame these. Unfortunately, in the guidebook, it's very limited to what kind of information it shares with you. If I had a complaint with the marketplace partners, I don't think they outline enough detail inside of their guidebooks. Yeah, oh, yeah, we got new ores and stuff. I haven't managed to find them yet. But it does say, okay, so butterfly, monkey, birds, crab, capybara, ladybug, we found squirrel, snail, starfish, jellyfish, piranha, Venus flytrap, and more. Hold a flower near a ladybug or butterfly. Oh, we missed that earlier on. Okay. I wonder what he eats. I wonder if you could get a baby version. Oh, they are honestly my favorite animal in the world. They just look so cool. Apparently, there's crabs too. Wait, is that a baby one? Is it a baby one? Please, please, please. Kinda. Kinda? No, not kinda. Ah. There's also crabs, which we haven't discovered. Seagulls. We haven't discovered, but we're obviously on a beach biome at this point now. The starfish that we picked up earlier on, I'm guessing, is just the crustacean that we've seen on the floor. There's another biome. So a lot of these biomes are actually blended together. So I managed to find two things going on here. Number one, we finally found the baobab-style trees, which this is something that Minecraft promised us a very, very, very long time ago. We also have different types of grass here as well. And foliage. That's generated slightly wrong, but also looks really cool, like the new Minecraft cacti. That's pretty cool. I love that. That's cool. And then the baobab tree. Let's have a little look at this. Again, they all produce different types of wood and wood families. This is... Ooh, dry soil. Interesting. This is a whole entire huge biome. Now, I believe we can also find ostriches around here, which I think is one of the possible new types of mobs. But this... I don't know what this is. Let's kind of fly over there real quick. What's this? I don't know if this is meant to kind of be like the volcanic one. Should tell us here, though. What does this say? Ooh, ash. Yes, it has to be. Do these hurt you? No, they should hurt you when you stand on them. This is magma ash. So, yeah, obviously this is meant to be the... It is a mesa biome / volcanic area. And what tree is this? Is this new? Because we never checked this out the first time. What's that? Now, hold on. We grabbed two there. Oh, dead. It's dead. It's dead burning logs. Oh, that's impressive. Okay, so let's convert this one then, because we haven't necessarily seen this one yet. I'm going to grab a whole bunch of these and see what the family looks like of this. So, crafting table can go down. Let's place this in here. I want to see the doors with this one. They look so clean. They look incredibly clean. And this as well. Place you down. Grab this. Here we go. I wonder what the sound like. Okay, that works. It just seems to be like the icy one that sounds incredibly weird. But yeah, the wood families in this has been incredible. I want to go and see if I can find an ostrich, guys. But the burning one, yeah, decoration reasons, that thing would be absolutely amazing. I found him. I found him. I found him. I found the ostrich. We got two of them. I need to see if they drop anything exciting. Oh, I didn't realize it was a baby. I didn't realize it was a baby. What's that down there? Okay, so we're pretty much in the same biome here. What's this? This is made up of tuff as well. There's got to be more of the... There they are! So I believe these can produce an egg, which you might be able to cook. They're so cute, though. What happens if you attack them? Do they attack back, though? No. Kind of looking at me like, hey, why would you do that? Come on. One of you guys is gonna have to drop something. Okay, okay. Can you throw this? No? I want to see if cooking it is actually true here. Can you cook it? You can! So it's one of those quirky things. Again, like I said, there's a little bit of attention to detail here and there within this add-on. I also believe that the penguins that we did check out are also able to slip and slide on occasions. But again, it's RNG, so it's just a random occurrence. Because these biomes take over some of the regular ones in Minecraft, for example, this one has taken over a plains, you end up with villages in really nice locations. I'm currently trying to find myself a flower forest, because apparently you can find all of the custom new flowers like this. Here we go. So we did find one, yeah. So it's a great way to find not only the pre-existing flowers in Minecraft, but also the new ones. Why is it raining? So before we go and check out anything else, I want to kind of go through a bunch of the wood variations that are available. Obviously, we need to visit the end because that has been transformed. But I really like the planks within this. I think the wood sets look amazing. And we do have even more here. You can see here which ones we haven't actually bothered to get. So we'll go with the ice one. That's fine. We have the coconuts, the dead plank, the black bamboo, and of course, the baobab. I think we already checked out the maple one. There is a purple enderman. That must live inside of the end biome. We have the deer, the starfish. We did pick them up before. The capybara, the ostrich, the penguin, a piranha, seagulls we have seen, and also some snails. They get really shy, though. Obviously, you've seen the squirrel. There's also a yellow enderman. They might be my favorite. They look super cool. Jellyfish, crab, which I never managed to see, but obviously wants to go towards the ocean. Clear as day there. Birds in various different colors. And an ender block. I don't think these existed last time we checked this add-on out. As you can see, for the fallen types, there is just that many on offer. You will be here forever going through all of these decoration pieces. But I also like that we have kind of like two of the same. You know what I mean? But this one's obviously got like overgrowth on it. I love these. And they can all connect together as well. So I'm just trying to think for the people who are builders out there, how you guys would typically use these. But I'm sure if you guys are checking this add-on out, you'll probably go through a whole bunch of these on your own anyway. So I have to admit, I am impressed. I thought I might miss the visual aspect of this a little bit too much, but honestly, I don't. I honestly don't miss it too much. I think because we have the ambient sounds and we still have the fog ability, you still feel like you are getting some form of visual change, just not on a huge scale like we did previously. I still have not figured out how on earth to get maple syrup. I've tried to combine the log that you chop off. I've tried to use like an axe and shears, but those things don't seem to work. So if anybody figures that out, please let me know. Do the piranhas attack you? Yes, they do. We also have the crabs. Do they attack you back? Do they? He does not. He does? Oh, he does the crab dance. Venus flytrap. I tried to get attacked by this, but didn't work. We have the ladybugs. And yeah, these... No, but he does attack you. Yeah, he does. I noticed the enderman over there was actually trying to shoot projectiles at me. What the... Those things can fly? So there is a couple of different ores you're able to find, and you're also able to make things like amethyst pickaxes, obviously with amethyst shards, emeralds with emeralds. Platinum is a new type of ore you can find, but also a ruby ore, which is a new type of ore you can find. Now, the mining of this is pretty simple. I decided to go ahead and also apply fortune and efficiency to see if this is also catered here as well. See how much we get here. We definitely had... Let's see. Let's actually knock this all down real quick, just with a regular one. I actually don't know how many I had, so I think fortune can be applied. Yeah, so we had a total of... Bro, who is... Where is this coming from? Is that from this guy? Is that from you? Bro, we're gonna have a problem here. Oh, look at his... Oh, he's got like a cannon. What? Yeah, I don't want to deal with him. But yeah, so as some good news... That's our little penguin. As some good news, fortune looks like it does and can be applied here. This enderman is not going to leave me alone. I do need to see what the end biome is like. Aha, he doesn't like the rain. And still also drops ender pearls. I am out of here. So this is also going to be applied for the swords. And there's also going to be armors as well. So let's grab... I liked the emerald one, to be honest with you. I think the emerald one looked pretty clean. There you go. No special effects with those. They just grant you more visuals than anything else. So if we type in chest, we'll type in amethyst. I think amethyst is something all Minecraft players can appreciate here. Let's have a look in this perspective. Yeah, that looks clean. It just means when you go caving and you're exploring in a different way, you can obviously rock a different type of armor. And the attacking animations and the way these work, they do look like they work very similar to the vanilla aspect. Cannot remember if last time we were inside of here, this took over the regular main island. Oh my days. I'm not sure if I like this or not, but that is insane. Look at the colors. Look at the colors in this. You've got Jean, the Ender Dragon, just chilling the same way. What are these? What is this? Eye plant. I gotta go to game mode survival here. I might die. What's this? What type of wood of this? Is this one? Is this the one that we've seen before? This is the end wood. I would have liked to have been a little bit more darker, like a purpley color, but this is obviously where those new types of Endermen live. This is brimming with life. Truly is. I'm just scared as to what might actually attack me. Wait, let's kind of... Whoa. I kind of want to see. Do they... Oh, they don't... Oh! We're going up. I mean, this is one way to kind of cheese it a little bit, I guess. I'm going to have to change my game mode here. I will actually die. You could use this to get all the way up to these, and then you could obviously break them. I did not have this on my bingo card. But honestly, I weirdly like it, though. Strangely. Wait, is that a new ore? No, it's not. That's just the logs. I'm also guessing, though, the end islands would be like this as well. So, yeah, the add-on does bring life inside of the nether with a completely transformed, not only main island, but also where the end cities live. And I think this is really, really cool. I'm also guessing the nether might have been slightly altered. So yeah, the nether has been slightly altered, not on a huge scale like the overworlds and of course the end, but it didn't really need it because obviously we did have the end update in the past. Now, apparently we do have a different type of meat, which is from crabs. And then I believe there's a piranha one as well. Yeah, there's piranha meat as well. So there's just so much stuff. Hopefully I've covered the majority of the changes in this. And like I said before, guys, if you were worried that it would be lacking in content, it certainly doesn't. I'm not one for VFX, being honest with you. I do like them, but I don't think it's going to be too much of a miss within this add-on. There is no denying that this add-on has had major issues over the last 2 months, but I'm kind of happy to see it back, new and improved. The creators did inform me that the Xbox issues have now been resolved, so if you do have this on console, it should work perfectly fine. And they also outlined that future updates are planned. So if you were interested, I relatively enjoyed it. There was a few things that still need to be altered, and I think the guidebook could do with a slight bit of improvement. But besides that, I think they did a pretty good job. So if you're interested, yeah, I would recommend.